Hello my fellow plant people, welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Adriana and today I wanted to discuss why I think Hoyas have become so popular. Now in general, during this pandemic, houseplant sales and houseplant popularity has increased so much because people really want to bring the indoors into them and care and love something during a time when honestly it seems like other people sometimes don't care for other people's feelings. People have to be inside a lot. So houseplant popularity has grown so much, but I want to talk about specifically why Hoyas have become so popular, because it's interesting to me. I find these plant trends so interesting. I love researching why Hoyas may be the it plant now, but what really fascinates me about this sudden demand of Hoyas is the fact that it's a whole Hoya family. Now, we know that there are plants that have its day. Once upon a time, the watermelon peperomia was super popular. The same with Pilea peperomioides. The same with the I can say it, the Rhapidodora tetrasperma. But the thing is, those were only specific plants in a family. You didn't see the whole Pilea family becoming a superstar overnight, nor the peperomia. Did I just say peperomia? It was only specifically certain plants within that family. So let's talk about it. Yeah, call me a nerd. I just find it fascinating and I like looking up why. I want answers. Why do these things happen? So these are my opinions of why I think Hoyas have become so popular. And please, if you have a differing opinion, please comment below. I would love to discuss. I'd love to learn more. I'm always willing to learn. Okay, so let's get to the first reason. The first reason why I think Hoyas have become so favored is what I said previously. It's due to the fact that houseplants in general have become... Can you hear my husband cooking? He's sizzling bacon downstairs. So the first reason I think Hoyas have become so popular, and it kind of ties in with what I said before, the fact that during this pandemic, houseplants have increased in popularity in general, but I think Hoyas specifically have become sought after is because they are in general defined as easy care. So think about it. We have so many new people coming into this plant world and wanting to buy new plants, bring plants into their home. And my first experiences when I was first coming into this plant world is that I would talk to the shop owners and ask, like, hey, you know, this is kind of what I'm looking for, this is what I want, and they would recommend plants to me. Of course, one of the first that I was recommended was ZZ plant and Sansevieria Rosalina, but I think a lot of people do suggest Hoyas as a good starter plant because they are generally categorized as easy care. Hoyas can tolerate a drier soil, infrequent waterings, if you will. They generally don't need a ton of humidity to thrive, and they can do well in bright and direct light, which I think a lot of people find that they have in their home. So Hoyas, I think, are, like I said, a good suggestion for somebody starting out with plants. And since there are so many new people, I think that has really risen the popularity of Hoyas. And not only when you buy a Hoya plant is it categorized as easy care, but even propping a Hoya is pretty easy. You have a node, a leaf or two, and bam, you can prop a Hoya. Now, of course, we know not every prop is successful, but generally speaking, Hoyas are just easy. And I think that has really appealed to the new people coming into this market. All right, let's go to the second reason. The second reason why I think Hoyas have become so trendy is due to the fact that there is such a variety of Hoyas. As of 2015, there was over 500 scientific names published under Hoya. And not only that, but scientists estimate that there could be between 600 to 700 different species of Hoya. That's a lot of Hoya to choose from. So the reason I bring this up is because the fact that there is such a variety of Hoyas means that there's more Hoyas that will appeal to more people. So, every person when they pick out a plant, picks one for a different reason. Something with that plant that they pick appeals to them. And the fact that you have so much variety in Hoyas, because there are so many different types of species, that means more people are likely to find what they're looking for in the Hoya species. So, do you like fuzzy leaves? Because there's a Hoya for that. Do you like round leaves? Hoya for that. Do you like veiny leaves? Hoyas for that. So my point is, a lot more people can find a Hoya they like because there are so many different types. And I think that really plays into why Hoyas have become so popular, because there really is, I think, a Hoya for everyone. There is at least one Hoya, even if you don't think you like Hoya. I believe there is at least one Hoya that you will find attractive and will want to have. So I think that really comes into play with the rising popularity of houseplants. Now let's move on to the last reason. The flowers. I have never had a Hoya bloom or flower for me, but they are supposed to be one of the most beautiful things, the most beautiful blooms. They're so intricate and so pretty, and not only that, they're such a variable of scents and colors. When it comes to Hoya blooms, actually some Hoyas you can't really tell apart until it blooms. And just the fact that not only is the variety of foliage like vast for Hoyas, but you could also say that about their blooms. I just bought a Hoya Memoria off of Gabriella Plants, and that, when it blooms, it's supposed to smell like caramel. I've heard Hoyas that are supposed to smell like chocolate, like butterscotch, like butt. Don't want one of those. But I think there's nothing else to say, but Hoya blooms are beautiful. They're just beautiful, and I think that really attracts people to Hoyas. Okay, to wrap it up, those are the reasons why I think Hoyas have become so desired. They are easy care, easy to prop, come in lots of different varieties. Their flowers are beautiful and also come in different colors and different scents. Who wouldn't want a Hoya? Honestly, my Hoya collection has probably almost tripled. I mean, I didn't start out with a lot, probably I think 3 Hoyas, 2 or 3. So, I mean, I don't have a lot. Wait, I see triple. So if you triple times 3 is 9. Do I have 9 Hoyas? No, I have more than 9 Hoyas. I've gotten a lot more Hoyas since the start of this pandemic, and I think a lot of people can say that they have done the same, because Hoyas really have just blown out of the water with popularity. Everybody wants one, and I honestly can't say that I can blame them, because Hoyas are beautiful, the blooms are beautiful, the foliage is beautiful, and it's not difficult to care for. So thank you for joining me on this video. I had a lot of fun researching and looking up all this information. Again, if you have a differing opinion, or if you think there's another reason why Hoyas are so popular during this time, please leave a comment below. I'm always willing to learn, and I love interacting with you guys. I only have my water, so I'm going to finish off with here. Have a great day. Cheers!